Welcome to Grammar Lessons from BM English Speaking.
Let's study the use of was or were, past simple tense in English. If you look at the picture very closely, now Lata is in the kitchen. This is a present simple tense. ये सादा वर्तमान काल है. लता अभी किचन में है. In the morning, she was not in the kitchen. सुबह वह किचन में नहीं थी. She was at school. Was she attentive? वह स्कूल में थी. क्या वह ध्यान दे रही थी? With I, he, she and it in positive past simple tenses we use was, and in negative past simple tenses we use was not. With we, you, they in past simple positive statements we use were. In negative statements we use were not. So I was, he was, she was and it was. We were, you were and they were. I wasn't, he wasn't, she wasn't, it wasn't. We weren't, you weren't and they weren't. Let's look at framing questions with was or were. Was is used with I, he, she, it. Were is used with we, you, they. Was I late? Was he late? Was she late? Was it correct? Were we on time? Were you on time? Were they on time? Let's look at some more examples. Hakaratmak vakya, positive sentences. With I we use was. I was the monitor in class 7th. Ali was happy with the bonus. Mona was there at the bus stop. Mona वहाँ bus stop पर थी. In place of Mona, the pronoun that we use is she. With she we use was. She was there at the bus stop. It. The weather was cold last week. It was cold last week. Now let's look at the use of were in positive statements. We were at home last night. You were the best speaker. The trains were slow yesterday. They were slow yesterday. चलिए अभी नकारात्मक वाक्य देखते हैं. Wasn't is a short form of was not. I wasn't the monitor in class 7. Ali wasn't happy with the bonus. Ali बोनस से खुश नहीं था. मोना वहां उस बस स्टॉप पर नहीं थी. Mona wasn't there at the bus stop. The weather wasn't cold last week. Let's look at the use of were not. The short form is weren't. We weren't at home last night. You weren't the best speaker. The trains weren't slow yesterday. The past simple tense is used to express things in the past. Let's look at the structure of a sentence in past simple tense. I was a cricket player in my school days. I is a subject, was is the helping verb, a cricket player in my school days is the object. When we have to frame questions using WH, WH would mean why, what, when, where. So the WH word will be the first one. So let's look at the structure. Why, then the helping verb which is were, and then the subject which is you. Upset yesterday which is an object. कल तुम नाराज क्यों थे? Why were you upset yesterday? Let's look at framing questions. Was I asleep during the train journey? Yes, you were. Was I? I is the pronoun. With I we use was. Was will come before I. Was I asleep? Why was Dave busy the previous week? The answer is he had an important presentation. Dave is a subject here. In place of Dave we use he. With he we use was. Was will come before he. Why was he busy? Why was Dave busy? Was Nisha the tennis champion last year? Yes, she was. Nisha. For Nisha, the pronoun that we use is she. With she, we use was. When we frame a question in past simple, was will come before she. Was she the tennis champion? Was Nisha the tennis champion? Were you happy with your results? Yes, I was. क्या तुम अपने results से खुश थे? You is a subject here. Were is before you. Were comes before you. Were you happy with your results? Yes, I was. कल हम इस समय कहाँ थे? Where were we yesterday at this time? I think we were with our friends at the mall. We is a subject here. Were will come before we. Why were we? Where were we yesterday at this time? I think we were with our friends at the mall. Were they confident to sell the product? No, they were not. They is a subject here. Were will come before they. Were they confident to sell the product? Thank you.